Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel Grammar Treehouse. Today we're diving into a super exciting topic that often feels a little tricky, even for grown-ups. Verb tenses. But don't you worry, because we're going to make mastering the past, present, and future tense an absolute blast for your kids. This isn't just about grammar. It is about unlocking a whole new level of storytelling and understanding how time works in our language. So, grab your thinking caps, maybe a few art supplies, and let's get ready to engage those young minds with some truly fun and interactive activities. We're talking about turning potentially boring grammar lessons into a vibrant adventure. Imagine your child confidently talking about what they did yesterday, what they are doing right now, and what they will do tomorrow. It's not just possible, it's going to be easy and enjoyable. First up, let's tackle the present tense. This is all about what's happening now. Think of it as the right this second tense. A fantastic activity for this is called action charades. Write down a bunch of simple actions on separate slips of paper. Things like eating an apple, jumping high, singing a song, reading a book, or sleeping. Have your child pick a slip and act out the action. While they're performing, encourage them to say, "I am eating an apple," or "she is jumping high." This makes the abstract idea of now incredibly concrete and physical. You can even take turns acting it out, making it a game for the whole family. It's wonderfully visual and gets them moving, which is always a win. Another great present tense activity is my day right now. Give your child a piece of paper and have them draw what they are doing at this very moment. Maybe they're drawing or listening to music or even just thinking. Then, help them write a simple sentence describing it. I am drawing a cat, or he is listening to his favorite song. You can extend this by asking them about other family members. What is Dad doing right now? This helps them apply the concept to their immediate surroundings. It's a wonderful way to connect language to their lived experience, showing them that grammar isn't just in books. It's all around us. Next, let's journey back in time to the past tense. This is about things that already happened. The key here is to introduce the idea of yesterday or before. A super engaging game for this is memory lane storytelling. Get out some old photos, maybe from a birthday party, a vacation, or just a fun day at the park. Look at the pictures together and prompt your child with questions like, what did we do in this picture? Or, where did we go? Encourage them to tell the story of the picture, using past tense verbs. We ate cake, I played with my friends, we went to the beach. The visual cues from the photos are incredibly helpful for sparking those past tense memories. To make past tense even more hands-on, try, what happened yesterday? Before bed, or first thing in the morning, have your child draw or write down 3 things they did the day before. For younger kids, drawing is perfect. They might draw themselves eating breakfast, playing with a toy, and reading a book. Then, help them phrase it in the past tense. I ate cereal, I played with blocks, I read a story. This routine helps reinforce the concept of an event that has concluded. It's a gentle and reflective way to practice. Now let's leap forward into the future tense. This is all about what will happen. It's filled with exciting possibilities. A fantastic activity for this is tomorrow's adventures. Sit down with your child and talk about what they will do tomorrow. Tomorrow I will go to school. I will play with my toys. We will eat pizza for dinner. You can even draw a simple calendar for the next few days and have them draw or write one thing they will do each day. Emphasize the word will to help them grasp the concept of future action. It's all about planning and anticipation. To make the future tense even more imaginative, try my future dream board. Give your child a large piece of paper and some magazines or drawing supplies. Have them cut out or draw pictures of things they want to do or will do in the future, maybe when they're older or next weekend. They might put a picture of a rocket ship and say, I will go to the moon, or a picture of a bike and say, "I will ride my new bike." This activity taps into their hopes and dreams, making language learning feel aspirational and fun. It's a powerful motivator. Another brilliant way to reinforce all three tenses is through story time travel. Start a simple story in the present tense. Right now, I am sitting in my chair. Then, ask your child to continue the story, but shift it to the past. Yesterday, I went to the park. And finally, to the future. Tomorrow, I will build a giant fort. Keep going back and forth, challenging them to change the tense with each new sentence. This helps them understand the flow of time within narrative and makes them conscious of their verb choices. It's a dynamic and creative exercise that truly tests their understanding. For a more structured approach, you can create tense sorting cards. Write down various sentences on separate index cards, some in the past, some in the present, and some in the future. For example, the bird is singing. The dog ran fast. We will visit Grandma. Label 3 boxes or areas on a table as past, present, and future. Have your child read each card and sort it into the correct tense box. This visual and tactile activity helps solidify their understanding of the different forms. As they get better, you can introduce more complex sentences or irregular verbs. Remember, the key to teaching verb tenses to kids isn't about memorization. It's about making it meaningful and interactive. Keep it playful, be patient, and celebrate every little step forward. Every time they correctly use a verb in the past, present, or future, give them a big cheer. These activities are designed to be flexible, so feel free to adapt them to your child's interests and learning style. So there you have it, a whole host of fun, engaging activities to help your kids master those tricky verb tenses. From acting out actions to drawing their future dreams, learning grammar can truly be an exciting journey. We hope these ideas inspire you and your little linguists. Thank you so much for watching. If you found these tips helpful, please give this video a big thumbs up, share it with other parents and educators, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more fun and educational content. We love having you here, and we can't wait to see you in the next video. Keep those kids learning and smiling.